marching along, we are marching along. Get up the armor and we marching along. The gallant, the leader is gallant and strong. For God and our country we are marching along.
We present The Blue and the Gray, songs of the American Civil War, 1861 to 1865.
A century ago, and yet there are people still living who can remember its taking place.
Until recently, there were men alive who had fought in it.
It was the songiest war that ever was.
It produced dozens of superb national songs, some so good that they have since become international.
Tramp, 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 the boys are marching. Here our comrades they will come. And beneath the country flag we shall breathe the air again of the free land in our own beloved home.
We are not here concerned with the rights or wrongs of this war, with the question of slavery or the right to secede. If we mention or discuss battles, political moves, or proclamations, it is because they have a definite bearing on the music we have selected.
The marching song, called Dixie, was sung all over the South months before the war began.
But it had its origin in the North and was written as a minstrel song for the famous Bryant Troupe in New York.
I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times there are not forgotten.
Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland.
In Dixieland where I was born and early on one frosty morning.
Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland.
Then I wish I was in Dixie.
Hooray, hooray.
In Dixieland I'll take my stand
To live and die in Dixie. Away, away, away down south to Dixie. Away, away, away down south to Dixie.
The first step towards war was taken on December the 20th, 1860, when South Carolina seceded and pronounced the Union dissolved. Other states quickly followed South Carolina's lead, and in February 1861, the Confederacy was formed, with Jefferson Davis as its first president.
The war began in Charleston Harbor, where the island fortress called Sumter, although in Confederate territory, was still occupied by Union troops under the command of Major Robert Anderson.
The Southern general, P.G.T. Beauregard, demanded Fort Sumter's evacuation. Anderson refused, so a polite note was sent out to the Northern commander by boat.
By authority of Brigadier General Beauregard, commanding provisional forces of the Confederate States, we have the honor to notify you that he will open the fire of his batteries on Fort Sumter in 1 hour from this time. We have the honor to be, very respectfully, your obedient servants.
And the war had begun. The bombardment went on for 33 hours before Anderson surrendered. When the news of the outbreak of war was received in Washington, President Lincoln called for 75,000 volunteers to serve for 3 months and offered the command of the Union armies to General Robert E. Lee of Virginia.
If Virginia stands by the Union, so will I. But if she secedes, then I will follow my native state with my sword, and if need be, with my life.
She seceded 3 days later. Lee resigned his commission in the U.S. Army and took command of the Virginia regiments. He was eventually to command the whole Confederate forces. In July, Lincoln's troops crossed the Potomac, a necessary move if Washington was to be defended.
The South regarded this as an invasion of their soil, and General Beauregard moved up to Manassas to meet the northern thrust.
Bull Run, Sunday, July 21st. Picnic parties rode out from Washington to take up vantage points to watch the fight.
McDowell, the northern commander, struck first, confident of victory. Then Joe Johnston's fresh troops arrived to reinforce Beauregard. But by nightfall, our troops were fast leaving the field, heading back to Washington, a disorderly mob with all discipline gone.
Some of the generals on horseback making even better time than their men.
Throughout the South, the news of the northern retreat was greeted with great jubilation. And down in New Orleans, Henry McCarthy, an Irish variety performer, celebrated the victory with new words set to an old Irish air. Next to Dixie, it was to become the most popular of all the songs sung by the Confederate troops throughout the war.
Hurrah, hurrah, the Southern rights, hurrah, hurrah, for the bonny blue flag that dares to sing the song.
We are a band of brothers, a native to the soil, fighting for the property we gain by honest toil. And When our rights were threatened, the cry rose near and far. Hurrah for the bonny blue flag that bears a single star. Hurrah, hurrah, for Southern rights, hurrah. Hurrah for the bonny blue flag that bears a single star. As long as the Union was faithful to her trust, like friends and brethren, kind were we and just. But now when Northern treachery attempts our rights to mar, we hoist on high the bonny blue flag that bears a single star. Hurrah, hurrah, for Southern rights, hurrah. Hurrah for the bonny blue flag that bears a single star. Here's to our Confederacy, strong we are and brave. Like patriots of old, we'll fight our heritage to save. And rather than submit to shame, to die we would prefer. So cheer for the bonny blue flag that bears a single star. Hurrah!